What's up guys, Coach Chris with Silverback Performance. We out here, we're gonna make a quick video on how to do the warm-up. A lot of times I go to the park, or a lot of times I'll get athletes that come in and just have no idea what to do before the game or before a session, whether it's gonna be pitching session or just a regular sports performance session. So today we're gonna be going through a complete warm-up, and we're gonna go through band work with what they either call the J bands or resistance bands. So just stay forward. I hope you have fun and enjoy it. So what's up guys, the first thing I usually do with all athletes is I tell them to foam roll. So I'm gonna just get it in here. I'm a little sore because I did legs yesterday. So I'm gonna just get in here. This little foam roller right here, I just got at Five Below. You can always go to your local sporting goods store and buy one that's a little bit more expensive, but this is just $5, just a regular foam roller, and this is what we use out here. So they got a bunch of different ones. They got ones that are rough with little ridges on them and things like that. But we're gonna get a nice basic one. So we're just gonna get out here, roll the glutes, roll the hamstrings, and just get ready. We really do this just to prepare for what we're about to do. So I'm about to get it. This is really good to release any knots you might have from building muscle. Anytime you work out, really, the muscle doesn't know to build it, rebuild those muscle fibers into a straight line. So it'll usually knot up, and you can find a knot usually with this. When you do, you just want to kind of focus on it a little bit. I wouldn't really do any section for longer than about 30 seconds. So you can also go around, get the front, get the quad. Sometimes it's really painful, but you feel a lot better after that. It doesn't matter really what age your athlete is, because it's gonna go based upon the pressure that they put on it. So. So this will usually be the first thing. The next thing I'll probably do is have all the athletes go warm up. So we're gonna do jumping jacks, or we're gonna use the jump rope. I'm gonna use the jump rope today. And then we'll just get into the warm-up. So let's get it. So when you guys doing these knee pulls, you want to make sure that you don't go ahead and pick your heel up off the floor. You want to keep that foot nice and flat. If you pick up the heel like this, what happens is you'll take a lot of that stretch we're looking for out of it. So don't even focus on that. Just make sure that the foot stays flat. And the idea is I want to pull my knee to my chest, not my chest to my knee. Squat's getting nice today. Alright, when you do these butt kicks, a lot of times I see a lot of people, they'll be coming around and they'll do the butt kick where the leg only comes up and the knees pretty much stay down. What we want to do is think about doing like a high knee or half a high knee, and we're going to be kicking as we go. This will simulate the second part of running, which is max velocity. We don't want to go into just kicking the butt and not picking the knees up. Whew. Now we're just going to get some side lunges in, just get it in, see how we're going. The point of this is really just to get game ready. Just want to get the body ready to put the stressor we're about to put on it. that's the first part of the warm up. Now we're just gonna hit these bands. So, especially if you're a pitcher, anybody that's really throwing, you just get that band work in. I'm nice and hot. You can hear I'm a little bit out of breath. That's what you want. You shouldn't throw a ball until your body's nice and hot. So you want to warm up to throw, not throw to warm up. See, you got the bands. So these bands right here called the Jaeger bands or Jake bands. They're just really resistance bands. They don't have to be from the company Jaeger. You can use whatever bands you want, really. They sell a lot of different varieties of these. But this should be something that every baseball player has in their baseball bag. It's a great way to strengthen the shoulders. It's also a good way to warm up before the game. You're gonna really fill those shoulders up with a lot of blood. You're gonna fill the back up. You're gonna really prime the arm to do what it's about to do. So an arm that's warm before it throws is gonna do a lot better than an arm that's cold. So we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna put a link in the description that has all the workouts and all the exercises. So I'm not gonna talk too much about this. Before I do anything, we're gonna go over some safety real quick though. So it is a band, and like any rubber band, when you stretch it, it has a lot of tension. So the idea would be is that you don't want to stand right in front of this. If you did, which in certain exercises we are going to stand right in front of it, what you would do is you would want to line it up where it's not in your face. So like let's say for example here, it's pretty much straight with my neck on my face. I wouldn't want to put it there. So I would just go ahead, put it a little lower like that. If for instance this did snap for whatever reason, it will hit me in my stomach instead of hitting me in my face or my neck. The other thing is these bands, you don't want to really stretch them out further than a foot and a half. Any more than that, you're gonna see they're gonna get really skinny, and then you run the risk of really breaking them. So with this, it's not so much about how much resistance you have, it's just more about quality rep. So if the band itself is just too light for you, what I would do is I usually recommend everybody do about 25, one set of 25 reps. And then if it's too light, just go ahead and add another 10 on it. You don't have to get crazy with them. It's just about getting your work in, getting ready. So as we're doing this, you're gonna see too, I'm gonna have really good posture. So I don't wanna be all crouched over. I don't want my shoulders to be rolled. I wanna stand nice and tall and just ready to get into it, all right? So let's get it. So the first one we're gonna do is gonna be internal rotations. I'm gonna just go ahead, grab it from the side here. Some people go ahead and put their hand on the side, but what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go in and we're gonna do it for about 25 reps. Usually I have the kids start nice and slow first, especially their first time doing it. But as you get better at it and you know what you're doing, you can just go a little quicker. And again, the point is to feel the blood. Feel the blood in the shoulders. We're just getting it. So we don't want to be rolled over. You can see it's very uncomfortable. Just stand tall and proud. Let's get it. Good, so once I do that intern, I'm gonna go ahead and I can either turn around or I can just start on the right hand and I'm gonna go external. So I like to tell the kids to think internal is gonna be going in towards my body and external rotation is gonna be going away from my body. So I'm gonna be pulling the band away from me, this is gonna be external. So you guys also notice I don't have my hands in the wrist strap. I'm doing that one because of the sake of being quick right now, and two, when I have the kids do it, I usually have them put their wrists in it only because a lot of them are young, and what they'll do is they'll let it go and let it fly, and it just makes it a lot more messy when they don't have it on. So if you're gonna hold it, you can go ahead and hold it with the 2 fingers that you usually pitch with. You're just gonna focus on that. But I usually just have the kids put the band on their wrist. When you're doing these external rotations and internals, we want to stay 90 degrees. So we don't want the hand to be low. We don't want the hand to be too flexed either. We just want to stay nice and parallel to the ground with our hand. We're going to stand tall and go out. If you go out and you also feel that this elbow's starting to come off, then you went too far. So just keep it here, just get it. Alright, once I get into that, we'll go ahead and go to the next one. So the next one's gonna be 90 degrees. I always tell the kids, think about sleeping in class. Always make fun of them sleeping in class. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna put our arms 90 degrees up, and we're gonna start going out. Good, once I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and go in. As you get tired, sometimes those arms might want to drop. You want to make sure focus, stay here. Make sure those arms stay up. Think about shoulder height, elbows shoulder height. All right, that's it. Internals and externals. So the next one we're gonna go into is called a tricep extension. Well, what I like to do is have everybody stand like they're gonna pitch. So I'm left-handed. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go ahead, put my right leg out in front. If you're right-handed, you just switch, get that right foot in front. The other thing is too, the levels in which you do this. So I'm gonna go ahead and lower it to the very lowest one because I'm gonna show you a little trick I use with the younger athletes that don't have as much stability. So an older athlete, I'll just have them stand straight up. We're gonna go out with the hands. We're gonna keep the elbows into the shoulders. So it's all triceps right here. That's what's called tricep extension. The other thing I like to have them do is I like to have them pronate their hands. So that just means bringing those thumbs in, and I want them to finish with their knuckles touching each other. So we'll get here, and we're just gonna do about 25. Now, if your athlete is really wobbly on his feet and can't do that, just have him get on the knee. And you'll be here, and you're just getting it. Anytime that athlete doesn't have a good base, he's not as stable as you would like him to, just go ahead and have him get on the knee, and he can still get his work in. All right. That's it for tricep extensions. Now we're gonna go into a forward fly and a reverse fly. So when I do that, I wanna go ahead and put the band, I'm gonna go ahead and put it up about, it's gonna be about mid-back level, a little higher than it would be if you were doing the tricep extension. So with this one, all we're gonna do is, again, we're gonna get into that good, healthy, stable position. You don't want your feet to be too narrow. I call this tight roping because it's like walking on a building. If you're walking on a building, you can't really go left or right, so it makes it a lot harder to stand straight. So I just told the athletes to get about hip width. The distance of the hips, all they have to do is get here, just step out, make sure we bent, we're in the athletic position, and then we'll just go from here. All we're gonna do is we're gonna bring our hands forward, bring them together. While you're doing this, think about flexing your chest. For all your little kids out there, think about flexing your little bird cage. Woo, right there. Let's get it. You can think about hugging a tree or whatever it is. Some people come and bring their hands together. If you're gonna bring your hands together, you can really push those palms together. You can see the muscles shaking. But again, this is not so much about building muscles. This is just to get blood in those muscles. Let's get it, come on. Good, now I'm gonna go ahead and turn around. We'll do the opposite of that. So, same thing, I'm always gonna set my feet correctly, make sure I'm good, and I'm gonna just be going back. This is gonna target more of the back. The front fly, the forward fly, focusing more on the chest. This is gonna focus more on that scapular area, basically the shoulder blades, bringing them together. Another thing is sometimes the kids will rock forward and back as they're doing this. We don't want to do that. We want to stand tall. A lot of times I'll tell the kids to keep their nose in front of their hips. If they do that, they'll be here. Or we'll see a kid do this and try to overpower it sometimes. We don't want that. We want them to be pretty stable in the core, stand tall, just let the arms and the shoulders do all the work. Ooh, my shoulder's on fire. I feel it. All right. We're gonna do about 25 for all of those. There's a bunch of different varieties of exercises that you could be doing. These are just some of the few that we use to get them started. So every athlete will have a routine that they like to do. This is just the very basic. We're just gonna get in here, fill the blood, the muscles with blood, and just get to work. The next one's gonna be field goals. So with the field goals, you got forward and reverse. All you're gonna do is stay in the same position, bring your elbows back, come out. Be careful with dropping those elbows. We want to keep them nice, parallel to the ground. Rotating. Big chest. Let's get it. We'll go ahead, turn around, do the same thing. Now we're just going forward, goal post. Cool, and then the next one, we're gonna go right into a row. With the row, I like to stand the same way. This one is a big muscle, so what we could do is we're gonna start here with our palms facing up, and as we go up, we're gonna go and we're gonna pronate those hands in. This is gonna simulate when you throw the ball, that hand naturally pronates, so we wanna get the body used to feeling that under tension and get it ready for all that stress we're about to put on it. When you should be thinking about how you're gonna throw that fastball by that batter. You should be getting it. Right now you should be focused, getting focused, thinking about the work you're about to put in, thinking about what you need to improve, how good you wanna be. You can only be a beast if you wanna be. So we're gonna get it. This part of the work. Now we're gonna turn around, we're gonna go ahead and get reverse roll. Same thing, same concept. This time though, we're gonna start the opposite. We're gonna start with my hands out in front. We're gonna start with them pronated, so thumbs inside. We're gonna do the opposite, just roll back, move big chest, go forward. This is gonna be the very last one. Again, you can do as many as you want. It don't have to be 25 reps. It could be a little less, a little bit more. Just listen to your arm. See what your body's telling you. If it's burning way too much, then that's good. You got the blood in the muscles. Just do what you think is best for your body. All right, so the next one's gonna be straight arm throws. What you're gonna do is you're gonna set your feet first, all right? And we're just gonna get in the same position like if we was to throw the ball. So we're gonna get here, all we're gonna do is rotate slowly, and then reach. We're gonna go rewind, same thing, just reach. Simulate you throwing the ball, you wanna get out here and reach. What we don't wanna see is some kids, because their mechanics are not quite right yet, we'll see them come out and go this way. When you see that, what happens is the elbow takes a lot of the force, so we don't want that. We wanna come around, we wanna make sure that the hand stays within 90 degrees or less of that elbow, and then we're gonna go forward. A good indication, a good key you can tell the kids is the thing about keeping their hand somewhat close to their head. Think about that gas you're about to throw. Alright, once we do that, we're just gonna do the opposite. We're gonna go into reverse throw. So this time I'm gonna start with my arm out. And all I'm gonna do is the same thing. So I'm gonna start the way I would finish. My glove tucked, right? Come around. Finish. A lot of kids, sometimes you gotta tell them things that make them feel what you're kind of talking about. So I like to tell them, think about like if you was to shoot a bow. If you shoot a bow, you're gonna pull it and come back as all elbow to keep them there. Boom. Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's just a little warm-up and band work that we do before we get started doing anything like that. If you have any questions, feel free to write to me at silverbackbaseballtx@gmail.com or just find us on Facebook and Instagram. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. There's many variations of things that you guys can do to warm up. This is just a basic routine that I decided to go ahead and give you guys. So hope you like it. See you guys soon. Don't forget, just be a beast. Be a monster. Let's get it.